Hello, traders and investors. Welcome to our in-depth technical analysis of DRRX stock on the NASDAQ as of July 29th, 2025. Today, we're diving into the data to uncover the key trends, technical indicators, and potential price movements for DRRX. Buckle up. This stock has seen some wild action, and we're here to break it down. General overview and trend. DRRX has been a roller coaster with a jaw-dropping surge on July 29, 2025, closing at 1.88 after hitting a high of 2.64 and the low of 1.86. This marks a 240.58% increase from the previous close of 0.5527, driven by an astronomical volume of 50,403,101 shares. The stock was trading as low as 0.4999 on May 27, 2025, and hit a high of 0.755 on June 18, 2025, before this explosive move. The short-term trend is aggressively bullish, but the longer-term trend remains volatile, with the stock trading below its 200-day SMA 200 at 0.6425 until this breakout. Price and volume dynamics. The July 29th price action was nothing short of spectacular, with DRRX soaring 240.58% on a volume of 50,403,101 shares, over 1,000 times the average daily volume of 20,000 to 100,000 shares. The volume-weighted average price, VWAP, was 1.9508, slightly above the closing price, suggesting late session selling pressure after the peak. The on-balance volume, OBV, skyrocketed to 50,072,261, a massive shift from minus 330,840 on July 28th, indicating intense accumulation, likely driven by a significant catalyst like news, earnings, or speculative buying. Moving averages. Moving averages highlight the breakout strength. On July 29th, the 5-day SMA 5 was 0.8364 and EMA 5 was 1.0036, both well below the closing price of 1.88, confirming the explosive move. The 10-day SMA 10, 0.6919, and EMA 10, 0.8088, also lagged significantly, showing the speed of the surge. The 20-day SMA 20, 0.6578, and EMA 20, 0.7073, were bridged decisively, while the 50-day SMA 50, 0.6527, and EMA 50, 0.6878 are now support levels. The 200-day SMA 200 at 0.6425 and EMA 200 at 0.6744 were also surpassed, signaling a potential shift to a bullish long-term trend, though the rapid move raises overextension risks. Technical indicators. Let's dissect the key technical indicators to gauge DRRX's momentum and potential direction. Momentum indicators. RSI 14 at 89.8375, the 14-day relative strength index is deep in overbought territory, above 70, signaling extreme bullish momentum but a high risk of a pullback. Stochastic K15 at 43.0606, with stochastic D15 at 35.3989, the K line above the D line indicates short-term strength but not overbought. Stochastic K5 at 54.6167, with stochastic D5 at 65.6902, the K line below the D line suggests fading short-term momentum. Williams R14 at minus 35.514, it's far from oversold, aligning with the bullish surge. Momentum 10 at 1.3498, this reflects the massive upward move over the last 10 days, confirming the breakout. Volatility indicators. ATR 14, the average true range spiked to 0.2024, reflecting extreme volatility, critical for setting stop losses. Bollinger Bands. The upper band, BB upper, is at 1.2259. The middle band, BB middle, 20-day SMA, is at 0.6578, and the lower band, BB lower, at 0.0998. The closing price of 1.88 is well above the upper band, indicating an overextended move likely to consolidate or pull back. Trend indicators. Average directional index, ADX 14 at 21.3626. The average directional index suggests a strengthening trend but not yet dominant, indicating that the breakout may need consolidation to sustain. Arun up at 100.00 with Arun down at 64.0 and Arun OSC 14 at 64.2857. The upward trend is strong, reflecting the recent high. MACD. The MACD line is at 0.0899 above the signal line at 0.0074 with the histogram of 0.0825, confirming robust bullish momentum. Volume-based indicators. Chaikin OSC at minus 15,019,746. The negative value reflects prior distribution, but the massive OBV increase on July 29th signals a sharp shift to accumulation. MFI 14 at 99.678 is extremely overbought, indicating intense buying pressure and a potential correction. Other indicators. PSAR at 0.5 is well below the current price, supporting the bullish trend. TEMA 10, the triple exponential moving average at 1.1562, is below the closing price, confirming short-term bullishness. Ultimate OSC at 61.0515 suggests strong but not extreme momentum, leaving room for further upside with caution. Linear regression. The 14-day time series forecast, TSF 14, is at 0.9275, significantly below the closing price of 1.88, indicating DRRX is trading far above its linear regression trend line. This extreme deviation reinforces overbought conditions and a likely pullback. Opening price prediction for the next trading day. Given the closing price of 1.88, VWAP of 1.9508, and overbought indicators from RSI 14, 89.8375, and MFI 14, 99.678, DRRX could open between 1.70 and 1.80 on July 30th, 2025, as profit-taking is likely after the 240.58% surge. The high ATR 14 of 0.2024 and positive MACD histogram 0.0825 suggests continued volatility, with the pullback probable unless buying volume remains elevated. Support and resistance levels. Immediate support is at 1.86 July 29th low, followed by 1.2259 BB upper and 0.6578 20-day at SMA if selling intensifies. Resistance, the recent high of 2.64 is the immediate resistance, with psychological levels at 3.00 and higher if momentum persists. Intraday price range estimate. Using the ATR 14 of 0.2024, the next trading day's potential high is 1.88 plus 0.2024 equals 2.0824, and the low is 1.88 minus 0.2024 equals 1.6768. This suggests volatility between 1.68 and 2.08, consistent with the stock's recent behavior. Potential scenarios. Bullish scenario. If volume remains strong and RSI 14 stabilizes, DRRX could test 2.08 or even 2.64, particularly with a positive catalyst like news or sector strength. Bearish scenario. Overbought RSI 14, 89.8375, and MFI 14, 99.678, suggest a pullback to 1.68 or 1.2259 if profit-taking dominates. Neutral scenario. DRRX may consolidate between 1.68 and 2.08 as traders evaluate the sustainability of the July 29th surge. Interesting fact. The volume on July 29, 2025 of 50,403,101 shares is mind-blowing, over 1,000 times the average daily volume and dwarfing the previous high of 859,030 shares on May 14, 2025. Paired with an RSI 14 of 89.8375 and MFI 14 of 99.678, suggests a major event, possibly a clinical trial success, acquisition rumor, or short squeeze, making DRRX a hot topic in the market. Conclusion: DRRX is in a powerful short-term bullish trend after surging 240.58% to 1.88 on July 29, 2025, with a record-breaking volume of 50,403,101 shares. Overbought indicators like RSI 14, 89.8375, and MFI 14, 99.678 signal a potential pullback, but the positive MACD 0.0899 and OBV 50,072,261 confirm strong accumulation. Traders should watch the 1.68 2.0